Hello. Let me double check that. Okay. Let's start double checking things. Damn, a ton of people are. On today. Okay. Testing. All right. There is a lot more of a delay than usual, but keep that up. Man, I guess the only thing I can do is get right into the story. Kind of got rid of everything else. Let me get rid of all these notifications very quick. Because they bug me. There we go. Or not. What is that? There we go. Okay, and I don't think I have any messages. And I don't double check that I don't have any. Missions. Nope. It's just this stuff. At some point, I'll probably get around to those. Some of them I'm not sure I'll ever be able to. Although maybe with a Herda team, and then if I created another strong team, I could probably do it. But let's go learn about poor Robin, who appears to be dead. What did you do, Aventurine?
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin. Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me.
Robin's body is gone.
Don't believe me? Just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech. Authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC. Did you really think the Galaxy Ranger was an outsider this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line, breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin?
I don't know. I don't remember who Ifrit was.
Staring right at her. Who will be the next to die?
Oh, Duke Inferno. Okay.
It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Everyone's got their own agenda. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Oh yeah, he was working with her earlier.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. But you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you, I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help. I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin.
Seems like awfully out of goodness of your own heart, Aventurine.
Family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions.
Welcome to the stream.
The reputation
I'm
of
good.
the
How are
Astral Express
you?
precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice, and I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
I don't know if you missed Aventurine, but last stream I was talking about how much I wanted to beat up IPC goons. This is Honkai Star Rail.
Don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me. Oh, and Take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it. So long,
he's
friend.
gonna give me
I really am
money.
looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
I mean, it's a very popular game, so it has a kind of a sister game, Genshin
Aventurine just
Impact,
sauntered
and
off.
I play an
He really
awful lot of
doesn't mean
that.
to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your plans?
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
It's a pretty similar concept. Well, it's not a similar concept to Genshin. It's similar in that it's gacha, so you have your characters. Instead of weapons, you have light cones. But unlike Genshin, it is turn-based. Let me see if I can find anything to fight to show you what it's like. Here, I can go fight this guy. So instead of like open world combat, it's all turn based.
Dispel the gloom, restore the skies. Expand your thinking.
Serenity is before me. Watch over.
Unfortunately, a lot of my combat is pretty fast because Madam Herta right here.
But then again, it's me we're talking about.
Yeah, there's still open world exploration, but the map is a lot smaller. Like, it kind of is individual space maps rather than one big open world. I've been playing since... I started this account in 2024, but I've gone through long periods where I don't play, so I'm pretty behind on the story. Like, this story came out when I started playing in 2024, and it's taken me till now to get to it because, like I said, I spend a lot more time on other books or other games and stuff.
But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet, but judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers.
I will warn, if you do decide to start, Genshin, it's gotten a little more important in Genshin to pull, like, the top tier characters to defeat content. But with Star Rail, if you're at all considering doing any of the endgame content, it is extremely hard to keep up. Basically, Star Rail really wants you to pull every single character so you constantly have the next best thing. So there is a ton of turnover in what characters are good and bad right now. Once I'm out of this cutscene, I can show off the characters.
But you're talking about real evil.
Kind of.
Be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail.
It's...
In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions...
Hoyo does this thing called XPs, where, like, they have a character from... Usually it's from their original game called Honkai Impact the Third. And they show up in a lot of the other games. So I'll show you, like, if you know the Raiden Shogun from Genshin, I have the Honkai Star Rail version of her, because the Raiden Shogun is just the Genshin version of, I want to say, Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact. And there definitely are some connections, like very recently, the most recent stories have some stuff that appears to be connected to like the Abyss in Genshin. And like I said, there's a lot of character, not direct character crossover. Like, it's not like the Raiden Shogun is not in this game. It's just more like versions of the character. And the implication is that the universes are kind of connected in a way.
I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade. We've all witnessed it in action before. Plus, it seems
I plan my PlayStation, so I don't really do the overlays and models. This is a very basic setup. I'm not particularly interested in making it more complicated. Ooh, Black Swan is your mom? Is she your mom or your mommy? I do like Black Swan. I don't have her, but last night I did her companion
Sorry, I can't
mission.
answer that question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery.
I do like her voice.
I'm afraid no one is capable of providing an answer. But without a doubt, she is the most special guest at this banquet. It's like Aventurine said just then. It's best to keep your distance from her. Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span, in and of itself, that's very unusual.
I mean, it depends on your definition of gamer. I play a lot of games and I stream often, but I'm not trying to make a job out of it.
And weakening the family's protections. Or everything has been planned out and executed by someone. If someone has chosen these victims deliberately.
No, I am not a pro. I was talking earlier about meta and endgame content. I don't touch in-game content like at all.
It's all happened so quickly.
I prefer the chill experience of exploration and quests.
I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion.
Give me a minute and I can show you the characters that I have.
Come, this.
I have a lot. Some money has gone into this count, but like none of them have Eidolons. They're all E0. But my most recent acquisition is Finon, but I think I have enough to get Aglaya when she comes next week. Herta is probably my strongest, Herta and Anaxa. But I started out as an Acheron main. Here's the Star Rail version of the Raiden Shogun. But no, not a pro. If I was a pro at any game that I played, it would most likely be Genshin, and even in Genshin, I don't fuck with the end game modes. I think I've only been in the Abyss. I play a lot of games, and so I don't have time to sit and attempt to perfect my craft. I don't know what the Aglaya team is and who I should be building for her. I didn't think about that. Oh, that's lovely. Time. So, despite where I am in the story, this is a 2-year-old account. I have taken long breaks because of how many games I played, so I can tell you. So, let's see. So all my 5 stars are up here. So, obviously, like, I have a bunch of characters up to standard banner. Dr. Ratio was free. Locha was free. And Don Hung PT was free. And my Topaz was free. My very first character I pulled was Robin, and I did not put any money in to get her because that was when I was still playing on my phone. But pretty much all I do is whatever the Star Rail version of the Battle Pass, or not the Battle Pass, the Welkin is. I think it's like the Express Pass or whatever. I do that, and then a handful of times I've put in like a chunk of change to get characters. I know specifically with Anaxa and Sunday, chunks of money were put in. But like I know I've gotten really lucky on. So I had taken a really long break. I came back to the game because I had the free Dr. Ratio and Aventurine was rerunning, and I wanted to get him to go with my Dr. Ratio. And so I got him and then started pulling on the Acheron banner, and I just had really lucky pulls for her, and she has her light cone. And then, like I said, besides Sunday and Anaxa, everyone else has kind of just come naturally through accumulated pulls from exploration and quests and the Express Pass. And even Sunday and Anaxa, it was not a significant amount of money. It was like the $40 one. Now my Genshin account...
Way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost.
The Genshin account has seen some money. I think I have passed... In the Genshin account, I think I have passed from a dolphin to a whale. I don't have a lot of constellations in Genshin, but I have a lot of characters. But that account's like 4 years old. This one, like I said, I almost never pull for Eidolons. The only time I've even attempted to do so was on Acheron. And I think I had to stop because of this. I want to say it was the Sunday run. Someone was running, and I had to stop pulling for her Eidolons to get someone. But yeah, I won't lie. There's some money in this account, but most of it is through the Express Pass. What is it called? It's not the Express Pass, is it? The Express Supply Pass. Most of it is through this. Actually, the game that I've so Genshin probably has the most money I've put in, but the game that I've had to direct buy the most in, like no Welkins, no monthly pass, is Withering Waves, and that's just because I'll stop playing for long periods of time, and then a character will come out that I want, but I won't have time to play, and so I just, we pulled a credit card out. Things happen sometimes. Here's where our friend died.
This way. This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths. And ultimately, All we leave behind are precious memories. Ah, hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
Who else do you have besides Silverwolf? Like, who do you main? See, so you have a lot of characters too. I love this song.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
Sure. I won't be able to pull it up on stream, but because I'm on the PlayStation, so it. Yeah, I can pull it up via friend. Some people get a little weird and only want me to pull it up on like Enka and stuff, but let me find how to add friends. Do I have room for friends? That's a good question. Oh, let me find my keyboard. Nice. Not a lot of people still putting Firefly on there. Supports. I used to use Firefly used to be the one that I used for like domains where you can get help from a friend's character. Now I use I had somebody who had a C or an E6 Firefly and like a full light cone. You also have Saber. You are clearly a much better builder than me. No, I don't know how, but I think it's Mumai up here has like an insane amount of characters with Eidolons. I assume they are a whale. I don't think I have anybody with Eidolons. I do have Saber. Yeah, because I didn't end up getting the Acheron. My build, I can guess that you're a better builder than me because it's pretty easy to beat. So, again, because I don't do endgame mode, my life philosophy is that I'd rather have a bunch of characters built, kind of, than really focus on one. So I generally go with like the very first piece that I can get. And don't, like, my character's stats are shit. Even my Herda, who she packs kind of a punch, if you actually look, she's, compared to other people's Herdas, she's pretty bad. I'm trying to think, is this, I think it was in Genshin that I got a bunch of really good. Earlier today in Genshin, I got some really good rolls on crit rate, or crit damage on somebody, but someone did, the other person did ask earlier who my favorite character was. It is, in fact, my man, Dr. Ratio. I can't help it. Because I'm not far enough into the Penacony story, I can't really, it's really inconvenient to farm the planner spheres and stuff, but no, so right now I am working on, I just got Bronya. I can't remember how I got Bronya. I acquired Bronya through some means. So I'm building her. And then I'll probably work on my Trailblazer. I did take a pit stop to build Gallagher, Misha. My Pela was long built for my Acheron, and then Tingyun and Herda. Although, again, a lot of these level 80 characters, I am waiting on getting into this Penacony story in order to farm the rope and the sphere.
Hi, this is Toga speaking.
So you can see they're missing
So much has
relics.
I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
I think at this point, the only person I'm going for is Aglaya.
Still dream, Hunter, of those slain by your hand.
Other than that, I don't think so. I might go for, it depends on how long this phase of me playing Star Rail lasts this time around. I might go for, God, they just put her out for 4.0. They released the preview of her, yeah. I was gonna say phase 3 is next week. Sparksy. I might go for Sparksy. I don't know. I'll kind of see what she does and what she's like. It's kind of hard. With Genshin, I'm a lot more free to pull whoever I like. I don't even have to like them combat-wise. Because I can, honestly, like, I have good enough characters that I can kind of just slap them wherever I like. And even if they're not the top DPS, I have someone that can DPS when I'm trying to, like, farm domains and stuff because I don't do end-game content. With Star Rail, though, even when you don't do end-game content, it's slightly harder to do that. Because, like, Genshin is very elemental-based, so, like, I can slap anyone with Pyro and Hydra together and at least make some sort of, you know, team out of that elemental reaction. Star Rail doesn't really have that quite as much. And so it's even when you don't play endgame stuff, it's a lot harder to, like, get random characters. Because then it's like, I don't want to get characters I don't use. So, like, if you look at my character list of non-permanent event characters, the only one that kind of doesn't fit in together is Fei Zhao, and that's because she was from a random poll that I did. But, like, if you kind of look at who I had, a lot of them you can see are fitting in together into teams. And so it can be hard for me to pull people on their initial runs because I don't know yet, like, are they going to fully fit in? Like, there's some exceptions, like Anaxa, I pulled day one, didn't know anything about him. All I saw was a TikTok edit of him, and I, like, fell in love. But Anaxa works because he does the thing where he creates a weakness in everybody, so in the end it didn't matter. Everyone can be good with Anaxa.
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive.
Those are just my thoughts on Star Rail.
You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
But then again, I feel the same way about Wuwa. Wuthering Waves, it's so much harder to just pull random characters because they all kind of go together. Like, an actual team, even in just the overworld, kind of needs to go together. Also, Wuthering Waves is so much more reliant. Wuthering Waves and Star Rail both are so much more reliant on you pulling the weapon or light cone. Genshin, you can slap just about anything on anybody. And you're fine in the overworld.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
Vatora's fire demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that Eon, you won't get special treatment.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy, until all the kindling has burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground.
I do kind of assume, do you play Wuthering Waves? I just kind of assumed based off of your name that maybe you were a shorekeeper lover. I figured.
To die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Because I play Genshin and Star Rail, and then I play Wuthering Waves, and I play Infinity Nikki, and I now play Where Winds Meet. It's like Gacha Central on this channel. But, so I end up comparing a lot of them together. Like, my perfect game would be like a conglomeration of all of them together.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children.
I forgot I had Chai Tea next to me. I do have Shorekeeper on Wuthering Waves. She is probably my favorite character. Although I did really like Brant, but he just didn't fit in with any of my teams. And that one, like I said, Genshin, I'll kind of just pull for whoever I feel like. Even Honkai, like I said, Anaxa, I saw a TikTok at it and pulled for him. So I'm not completely locked in on only pulling for who's useful. Wuthering Waves, I only pull people that I know that I'm gonna make a team out of. Because I'm spending money. But no, so I did really also like Brant and Alto. There's a lot of Alto haters out there, but I did particularly like him. He came on my screen like one of the first days I was playing, and I said, I love one man. But then I met Brant and had to admit I loved two men. Well, that's not true. Just in that game, let's be honest, I did just say my favorite character was Dr. Ratio. I don't know if I would say he's my favorite character of all time. I don't know who I would say my favorite character of all time is, though.
And time is running out. Can you see the planet?
I do also like Alhaitham, but that's not a shock if I like Dr. Ratio and Anaxa.
Purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have, Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword.
She already has the sword drawn. Duke Inferno. I guess he has fire for eyes, so maybe he can't see that she has the sword drawn.
This destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn.
What are you talking about, Acheron? You're holding it out in your hand. I'm looking at you.
Perhaps out of reciprocity.
Acheron, this is not what the picture is depicting right now.
The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time?
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I've also been wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help. But I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next, then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this whole weird thing with her having a red
Not a thing came up.
script.
I knew it.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. For a little light. And to burn. To keep on burning. Until I turn to ash. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected
Maybe we shouldn't be
Miss
talking
Robin
about
to-
this super publicly. It's a very public place.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. Marge, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
I mean, having just done the Black Swan quest, I don't even know I can trust you. What if you're all sparkle in disguise?
Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option.
Play them all against each other.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
I think Aventurine has bullied me. I'm okay with that.
No, I can't accept this. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts. Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it. Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. But it also can't be anything too out in the open. An attack on the hotel guests? Unlikely. Penacony's guests include quite a few bigwigs known throughout the whole cosmos. People who not even the IPC would dare take lightly. Aventurine is a shrewd merchant, and there's no way he doesn't know that.
I don't think we can
just
draw any
speculating.
conclusions yet.
In any case, we have to be careful when handling Aventurine. He's skilled at reading people and discerning the right moment to strike. Also, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
God, we have some anti-Aventurine teammates.
Aventurine said something that concerns me. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you. It was a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem more suspicious. Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile. Two birds, one stone. However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air. You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron? That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
Really love Clocky. Head off the list.
March 7th is a real Aventurine hater, too.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up. But I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. That everything's just some horrible prank. Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here? Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head. Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on. Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happening.
Maybe, and people probably do know because we're out here just talking about it publicly.
We're all outsiders from another world.
Like, we can't keep a secret for crap.
What a mess. I really want a nice cool drink of soda to help me calm down. But then
I'd stay away from the soda. It's apparently addicting.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about Miss Robin while we're out there.
How about we split off into 2 groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those, and we can link up again later.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well. Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch. Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Well.
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade, and that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation Gang?
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no
Just
hostility.
stay away from my pal Aventurine.
Share your findings with me.
He's not the source of any
alone.
tragedy.
I don't want vague
Ever. He's never
conjecture
done
to
anything wrong in
interfere with
his
other
life.
people's judgments before we find solid proof.
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups, because the conversation coming up will last forever.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
I did admit, I don't really know a lot about the Annihilation Gang. So, like, I know the basic story of Penacony, because it'd be hard to read fan fiction of Starrella at this point and not know it. But some of the subtleties and, like, side stories, like the Annihilation Gang, is not really mentioned.
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
I mean, we do know they're not all dead because we have Dahlia.
What happened?
But
the memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... it's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Who are
You. Who are you? It's... No. Is this not a memory? Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the Banquet Star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories. Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
Nah, it just keeps jumping from place to place.
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative seat at the Interstellar Congress. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Abjin extinction event into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm. You chew us up with the cracked earth. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy three eyes and gaze upon this
little baby Aventurine,
When
I
you
assume.
took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Mommy! 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 The rain! It's raining!
Raining? Raining!
It is raining! It's true! Those outworlders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We
This is the sound of rain. On the day you were born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gayatra. Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avjen. My boy. May the goddess Gayatra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever peaceful, and your schemes forever concealed. Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony. Using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. Until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. Oh, she must have come across the other one.
Yeah, I feel bad for
This
me.
murderer is a psycho. And I have to say, the case does represent an opportunity. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up. What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible gambler. Have you already exhausted your
Look at, why are we
repertoire
discussing
of
these things
tricks
in
so
public
soon?
places? We're in a bar right
There
now.
are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward has to be Robin. Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her, but she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. Starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Oh, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. That man's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands. Oh, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show is about to begin.
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans.
Pull up the map. Finally, a new map.
Fortress? Well, I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanica star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
Looks like I don't want to do exploration until after I've gotten through.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No intrigue.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right, and as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights. Enough. Get going. Don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
Forgot. 10 o'clock.
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
Gotta log into my game, one of my games real quick. Get my energy for the night. Doesn't help that I'm all thrown off. So I didn't have to work today. Is this a holiday? And now I'm like all thrown off by what day of the week it is. Oh, this brings me back to when Aventurine was on my team all the time.
Dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape, with the mechanisms hidden in these Nightingale statues. The direction of the statues can be controlled. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the statues in the correct positions.
Well, maybe we should do the same. Let's go and take a look. Of course, we can also use brute force.
Do have to admit, I don't like them forcing me to have a character on my team. Because, what is it? Again, it kind of goes back to the needing of proper teams even in the open world of, like... With Genshin, you can make it work. This one, not so much.
Don't be rash! Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies!
Watch your head.
I have it under control.
Expand your thinking.
Spend freely.
Have some sunshine!
All in. Watch your head.
Open sesame.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
To the soul.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
So make it wait. Open sesame.
Insanity. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
It's on me.
I hate how they make those sounds like they're hurt even when they have the shield.
Glimpse the unknown.
Team. Here we go.
Have some sunshine.
I was kind of excited. I was like, new map, I can just do exploration and continue to put off the story, but this having to have Aventurine on my team did put a damper on the
Spend freely.
So make it wait.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Expand your thinking.
Wonder. Okay. Here. There we go.
I have it under control.
Watch your head.
Open sesame.
Moment in doubt, farewell.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles.
There we go.
Six nightingales facing in different directions. An obvious hint.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales. Why am I...
Why are there 5 instead, or why are there 6 instead of 5? Question. Okay. Okay. So... this one should be facing that way. This one's facing the correct way. That one's facing the correct way. That one should be facing that way. And that should be facing that way.
Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
Didn't need to take this picture on my
Truly
phone
miraculous
after all.
discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join the Genius Society.
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
Oh, impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not affect Penacony. Stop wasting your time nitpicking the family here.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death. Sunday must have thought the same. Let's head down.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong? Are we heading the wrong way?
No, but this door is locked.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
It's a
Yes.
trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him. If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall, or this place will be our prison.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint is probably in that prominent sandpit.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it intentionally.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time. Right, Doctor?
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
I'll have to fight some things on the way.
Expand your thinking.
Serenity is before me.
Open sesame.
This team actually isn't bad.
Found it. This is it.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
I'm using Sunday to fight against Sunday.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
I mean, let's be real, when that fight comes around, that is probably what I'll use as well.
Expand your thinking.
Torment to doubt, farewell.
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
I don't know if we're gonna get through all of this tonight.
Open sesame.
Serenity is before me.
Expand your thinking.
I have to admit, I was saying I'm not a very good builder before, but even without my actual team, I'm still
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
knocking things out real well.
Bust? Or maybe I'll take it off!
Open sesame. glimpse the unknown.
No dirty tricks, alright? All in.
Expand your thinking.
Watch your head. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
No dirty tricks.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
All in. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember something this tiny. You know, this reminds me of a tunnel I once saw that could shrink people who passed through it.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you should.
Okay.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. I've never played with them before. I wonder if it's more interesting than stacking chips. Oh, look. The gap is closed. And it fits perfectly. So, what's next? Oh, good heavens. Did I shrink? Am I still in a dream?
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. It's me!
A classic line.
Down here! In the sand pit! Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar, and I'll infiltrate the family just like that. Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
Friend, you're walking into a wall. Hello, industrial pride. So quiet. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go get this one then. Man.
Hello.
The sand pit
Welcome
is
to the
interesting.
Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service.
And tell me about the tour.
Hello. Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service. Generating guide. Please wait patient. Found the nearest check-in spot. Please look behind me. Capsule machine model.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me?
I did kick it a couple
Capsule
times.
machine. There's no mechanism on the floor. Could there be one at the top? Doctor, do me a favor.
His hand is so big compared to me.
So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
Expand your thinking.
Serenity is before me. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Oh, she just one-shotted them.
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough.
I'll be fine on the pinball machine.
Oh, great. There's another pinball machine base here. And it's empty too. Doc! I'll need your brain power again.
There's no need to yell. I can hear you. The pinball machine must be hidden somewhere in the hall. Like the arch. Wait here, and I'll be back in a minute. Finally, a moment of peace.
Once again, this is not a great team. It's fine.
So make it wait. Dispel the glue.
At least we have Hyacine again.
Answer me.
Expand your thinking.
With this divine power, I
like-
reforge all things.
It'll be fine because I think we can just out DPS everything, but
Open sesame. Endless
truly with the Herta, we're fine. It's just The Herda and a healer were fine. It's just not great synergy. And I'm really used to having characters that hit things from afar. I might switch back to Herda, the one I'm walking around with.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I've been working on a doctor ratio team. I think I just have the spears and the ropes and stuff.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here. Thank you. Thanks, Doc. Oh, Horatio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily... Hold on. Piece of cake.
Okay. I thought this had to get to another location.
And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Oh, Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
This should be the big cutscene, I am
It's
hoping.
a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be prepared to face me.
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. we've got to make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear. And I'll help him find the murderer. He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's benefit.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction? The IPC?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
That was just an excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman. We need someone who can keep her in check. It's better to minimize the variables outside our control while we execute our plans. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter. But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogation, but a secret negotiation. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my freedom and power. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. If the chance of winning is just beyond this door, even if that chance is close to zero, well, you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
Hopefully this frees me.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
Yes. The doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom.
Why don't I believe that Sunday believes that?
But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation where you shouldn't be. Witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry. I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody, the bag of gift money, and...
the box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power. And every liquidation specialist holds one. For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest.
Poor Sunday.
Your trouser creases should be
Hope he doesn't bring
straight.
this up on the Astral
And always
Express,
aligned
because
with
so
the tips of
my
your shoes.
my clothing is
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation?
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money. But before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113
He's using a
seconds
truth
to
spell
prove your
on you.
innocence and gain my trust.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine stone is safe and sound in this box?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please. Are these what you're looking for?
You have someone else's cornerstone. Jade, Jade?
Since you came as promised, learned doctor,
It was
does
green.
this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I have to admit, this isn't gonna fool me because I do know
I've
this
heard
part
you haven't
of the
enjoyed
story,
Mr. Aventurine's
so
company.
I do
also
know he didn't
understand that you're an
sell
avid
Dr.
learner
Ratio
who
out.
sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance.
And this golden stone is also known as a topaz, not a Aventurine. And it belongs to Topaz.
So,
I have to admit, I don't know my
do you wish
gemstone.
to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone. More precious than life itself. With a bunch of worthless jewels. Disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated. is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent. But I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape, or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured?
I got it back, sister.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again, okay?
It's gonna be a sad
afraid.
scene.
The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I won.
Won? What happened exactly? Tell me.
I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
Of course. Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching over you. But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad... Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important. But not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Kakavasha. Your good luck is the most precious wealth we... all Avgin have. You're a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. All right? Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra Triclops.
Okay. I will swear to Gaiathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, if Gaiathra Triclops was really watching over us, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath, until the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rainpour was Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also
That's true. She was a stowaway.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Oh boy, how long is
to the
this gonna
records
take?
when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. Immediate action will be taken once any illegal behavior is detected. I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask the Bloodhound family for information. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, this is
Miss
Allie from earlier, who allegedly
Is
pushed her
Miss Robin doing fine?
sister down the
We are
stairs.
looking forward to her performance.
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular show for all of you.
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin. I'm not surprised. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised identity after entering the planet. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape unnoticed?
Is there any other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly. A fact proven to us by Black Swan. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by her, it is likely that they are behind Miss Firefly's case.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
Who are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation. Boss, get moving!
Armed evacuation? Boss, are you drunk?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out. Act first, report later. Understood?
Help! Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on the snowball!
On the snowball?
I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice!
Hey, check it out! That voice. Could it be the IPC workers from Bellabog?
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge of evacuation to the designated safe zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
I'll request a beating for you lot! You've been told not to drink during work hours. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. Aventurine has told me a lot about your happenings. Huh? It's fine. Do as they ask, and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. Yes, all right. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC always treats its partners well.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? They don't take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
Okay, that's good. This doesn't force me to...
We're seeing a lot more VIPs than usual today.
Okay. I'm gonna go... end this. And that's gonna be it for today.
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
It's been good. I'm gonna end so I can make breakfast for tomorrow. I'm trying to be a breakfast person again. So, I don't know if I'll play this tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. I kind of want to get through the Penacone story because the faster I get through that, like, exploration and stuff doesn't take very long, and neither do the events. Like, a lot of these little ones, like the Origami Bird Clash, Vinyana, I mean, this one said about an hour, and it took maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. So a lot of these are pretty quick. I think the only one that really isn't is Luminary War Dance. Has a longer story, but listen, I'm not trying to get through Amphorius before the new one comes out, but if I can get through Penacone before the new thing comes out, that would be great. Because the Amphorius story is incredibly long. So, alright. I might be back tomorrow or Thursday, but otherwise for sure I'll be here on Friday with probably Minecraft.